Hi, this is IAA Radio, and your host is Aaliyah today. I'm an Afro-Indigenous student. My major is in film, and this is probably my third interview I've made, so this is very exciting. Today we'll be joined by Charlene Teters, who's an amazing artist, activist in the Indigenous world that we live in. So exciting. According to CSU-SB, Teters established the Radical Justice Office at the National Congress of American Indians and is the founding board member of the National Coalition on Racism in Sports and Media, NCRSM. Teters has also held solo expositions of her work since 1992. And yes, while she is an activist artist, she has also been inspired by her grandmother's traditional stories that included astrology, geology, morality, and life. She is Spokane, an artist, mother, grandmother, wife, college graduate, and activist for Native rights. She spends her time speaking, teaching. Charlene Teters is currently at the school, working on her art in her very own studio. And we are very lucky to have her here at IAIA as she will answer some of the students' very important questions that they have for her. Stay tuned and enjoy.
Hi, my name is Aaliyah. I'm Navajo and I'm also Black, and I'm a cinematic major. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What would you say you got out of higher education in general, and would you recommend it for someone who wants to be taken serious as an artist, or like it's not necessary?
It's not necessary, but it just depends on what you want to do with your art. You can be a self-taught artist and be very successful. But if you want to teach junior high, high school, anywhere, you have to have advanced degrees. I went to the Institute of American Indian Arts when it was a 2-year program. So it was only had an Associate of Fine Arts program at that time, and it was a BIA school. And then I went to the College of Santa Fe for my BFA, and then I went to the University of Illinois for my Master's in Fine Art. Once I got to the University of Illinois, that's where my work became politicized, and where I became politicized because I was in a very hostile environment. I'm actually getting an award from them, which is so weird. I'm getting a distinguished alumni award from the place that I went to at the University of Illinois, so it's kind of weird. So I'm going back there next month, where I'm sure there's still people who really don't like me very much there. And, some people who when you're politically active, it's kind of extremes. They either really love you or they really, really don't like you. So those people are still there, so we'll see what happens when I'm there. It could be very interesting. No. It is about networking, really solidifying what your work is about and what it is not about. So within that debate, because you're always going through critiques about your work, right? Through the critique process, you may come out really clear, my work is not about that. It's not about that, and they'll keep saying it's about this, and you're saying, no, it's not about that. It's not about that. So it helps you clarify what your work is and what it is not about. Because I certainly had that challenge in my master's program, because you're Native, you should be doing this kind of work, and blah blah blah, and these are the people you should be looking at. Not necessarily, Mm-hmm. So it's a place that you can have those debates, and I think that's okay.
Working with big name brands like Louis Vuitton or high fashion brands, using their artwork and inspiration from their own culture. I know some people say that like Indigenous people are sellouts when they do that because they're marketing at such a higher price level, and the basis of that argument is that like Indigenous people are not in that higher market, though. That's why they say we're sellouts. Just wanted to get what your opinion was on that.
I think that's mean. No. To call people sellouts because, they're working at that level. If you're fortunate to be able to, work with people at that level, I think you should use it as a platform and become, the more visible we are the best representations of ourselves. We should be there. It should be our ideas and our designs or our whatever. And the more present we are, the more visible we are to, everybody. And we use our platform also to lift the next generation of designers, models, whatever it is that we're doing at that level. So I think that's mean. No.
I agree.
Okay, so that has been the interview with Charlene Teters, and this is Aaliyah with IAIA Radio. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed every bit of information as I did. I can imagine Charlene will be working on her art for a little bit longer in the studio, and IAIA will soon welcome more artists in for interviews as well. Stay tuned for more.